Deep breaths. I think it's been 2 days, could even be 3 without sun. I don't know, I don't check too much anymore in the sense that I just kind of find that sunshine within. My cat's name's Sunny. My daughter's middle name is Soleil, French for sun. I keep the sun all around me no matter what. But it will be nice to get those rays. Quick insert before I forget. I have been wondering for the last couple weeks why I can't wear sunglasses. They just feel like shit on my face. They feel like a mask that's so heavy, and I was guided to go into a video that I didn't watch. It didn't resonate with me, but I was guided to go in that video because when I go into videos I scroll the comments at the same time. I don't usually look at people talk the whole way through their videos. Like sometimes I do, but it's rare. I'm usually reading the comments. That's how I roll. I find that just the energy and the aura coming from the words is already like a lot for me. So sometimes even just looking at the eyes and I read lips, like I do that thing where I'm looking at somebody talk, so I get distracted, and I'm not very good with a lot of visuals. It's one of the reasons that I'm not guided to watch a lot of movies. You know, I was really happy, and I am really happy that my not DVD, but VHS works, and I watched like my fucking favorite movie of all time. But what I found by my favorite movie of all time that I've been watching since I was 16 years old is that I was distracted by the, like, you know, Hollywood body parts, that the focus on them a lot. I was like, not like in like, ooh, like fucking, but I was just like, to what point it hit me that you know, her body parts were so like just fucking closed up upon, and that, you know, just I don't know why it hit me so hard all of a sudden. Like I said, I know the movie off by heart. I watched it since I was 16, but it was just a thing where it was actually a distraction to me from the story to be bombarded with her body parts. And it's not in a prudy like oh my god way. Like, if my body matches anybody's, it's hers. Like, I already have that. It's not a jealousy or an envy or I don't know, it was just weird. Anyways, I digress as usual. But yeah, the thing that I was led to, and of course I did a bunch of shout outs, I wrote them down. I was led to a doctor who passed away in 2012 who you know, was for saying to what point cancer is not, you know what I mean, like that it can be cured and blah 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 and all this stuff. And anyways, one of the I'll shout it out or I'll put it in the comments. Like, fuck, ooh, I thought I was so prepared. And I can't remember his name. It started with an A. Who cares? Just say what you want to say. I'm saying it. Oh my god, I know. Anyways, his video was about the fact that sunglasses are not letting our eyes absorb the downloads that we need, and that that source from the sun. And also what I've noticed in videos that I've watched when people are driving lately, like in the last 2 weeks, again, in the same amount of same time span, time doesn't exist, but in the same continuum that I'm on, of like when I'm watching people and they've got sunglasses on, it's not even that I want to see their eyes, it's just like a part of me inside was like saying to me, like, you're blocking yourself. And I'm well aware that when we're driving sometimes it's just necessary, but at the same time, especially in the last couple weeks, I can't wear the sunglasses. They are fucking with my vision more than when I don't have them on, so I have adapted to driving without them. I use my visor a bit more, and I'm a shorty, so like the way that it is, but it's just enough to like not feel like I can't see because of the rays, but that I'm still getting them. Anyways, I'm not describing it as eloquently and as well as Dr. blah blah blah, I forget his name. And anyways, yeah, so I thought that was cool because I had asked like, why am I feeling like this? Why am I feeling like I don't want my sunglasses on to protect my eyes? And that's the thing, is that my body is telling me to what point I need the sun in my eyes, especially because right now, the cloud cover, not gonna say they, but it's like fucked up. And anyways, boom, finished babbling on. So I got an email this morning, and I forgot about it, but I have 100 subs. Oh, wee! Maybe that was my party and my like thing, and that's why there was a celebration, and I was like gathering up the things. Is because I have 100 subs, and Facebook, not Facebook, no, Facebook, no. YouTube's message was kind of cute in a way that it was like a celebration, like it's kind of cheesy in that way that, okay, thanks, I realize you're there watching me. But it was neat. But I forgot about it, and it was someone in my comments just went, not saying it the way that it's written down, but thanks, person. I appreciate that for pointing that out, because I forgot about it. And they were saying how they were my like 111, how I had 111, and they didn't want to fuck with that number. So I was like, well, now I've seen it. I know I'm 111, so just do it if you want to come on. And but I'm at 113. So Nito, just want to say thank you to anybody who's watching me. I don't know how you do it. You are like brave souls. Oh, I love it. Thank you. I always knew a time would come when somebody would be able to listen to my fucking shit. That you know, I had soul family out there, and that's the thing, is that I've had vision dreams all my life. So some people I don't recognize because of their bodily package. I recognize just because of the aura around their name, or when they comment, the aura around that. But I have known you forever, so it's really nice to fucking finally have that. Call it just, it's like sweet as fuck to just have that feeling of like, I knew I was dreaming of real people, that it wasn't just dreams. And one person that like stood out aura wise, two videos out now, just starting out, but that I want to shout out, Aaron James Intuitive. Dude, I have dreamed about you since forever and a day. Like, you're one of my like woohoo brothers. You're probably one of those pilot dudes like that I dreamed about. And yeah, it's cool. I got a lot of shout outs because, well, look at that. Again, not plugging the company. When I get my sister's new fucking company, send me some grid paper. Is that what you call it? Grid paper? I don't know. I like the little squares. It's my preferred. It's either that or blank paper. Just the lines just kind of bugs me. I never write between the lines anyways. And yeah, I wrote all my shout outs out. I don't, you know, when I feel bad that I forgot people that are like the closest to me. And I have to say, I've not made a lot of videos, but they're not uploading, but there's a handful or so in the last whatever amount of days of videos that I made that were just for me, I guess, you know what I mean? Or just to get whatever out. And I don't push a video. I'm guided to say what I say, and then I press on upload. And if that thing doesn't upload, it's not meant to be out there. I don't try again. It's a one-shot deal with me. Why? Because if it didn't upload, I don't see it as they are blocking, you know, like the powers that be thing. I see it more as my powers that be. It was meant for me to like spit out loud, put into the universe, and like digest it, because I watch them once as they are just before they upload, to see what I said. Because honestly, again, I'm not like that graceful like person that is like channeling things all serious and gets it all out there. But about half of what I say, I have pretty much most of it, I gotta admit, is just coming through in my way of talking. So it's cool to see that actually people can resonate with that, because I'm all over the place. And I it's like if I clean my house, or if I have the intention I'm gonna just like clean my room, then I'm cleaning my room, cleaning the bathroom, cleaning the kitchen, probably like making food at the same time. Like I do everything like, and I can't just do one thing at once. And that's why earlier I was thinking like about my beads, and I was like, if somebody contracted something from me and said, because I would only make original pieces, I've never made anything double, I never will. And I always say I never say never. Why you gotta make like those faces? Smile. Okay. I always say never say never, but I can't just sit there and bead. My poor little lion, I love him so, but I need sunshine for him. And he's still got, like, it's been like a week now, and he's only got this much to go, and I just not able to sit down and concentrate and do those. So I know that's not my, like, source of income. This is what I'm going to do, because it's just a pastime to distract and to absorb and to create. It's other stuff that I want from within, and to do more. My shout outs, I'm just gonna go like as they're written down. Journey Now might have shouted some people out like double or triple, I don't know. What I was getting to is about the videos that I made is where I did shout outs, and then if they didn't upload, that's why like some of my most precious peeps haven't got the shout out yet, because those videos didn't upload. Not because I wasn't thinking about you and shouting you out, because I am, believe me. Journey Now.
Mom.
Yeah, honey. Is that okay? Cool. I'm gonna go as fast as I can. Do you need something from me? Because I don't know how to press pause on this and then come back to it, and I don't want to start over. Okay, thanks. Journey Now. I forget their names that they use for themselves. I learned today in a video they're in Canada. Holy fuck balls, right smack dab in the middle almost. That's exciting. A road trip. Aaron James Intuitive just did that one. On the ball, awesome vibe. I know I shouted out Bridget 5 Tarot this morning, but Bridget's original channel, that's Bridget with a D in there, and Lun, L-U-N-N. You'll see her in my comments. She's my closest first ever sister, and thanks for that. I needed that, Bridget. I've loved you since forever, and it's really cool to find you. Clark00, D, Bravery, especially if you or anyone you love is going through addictions. He speaks about it in a way that is pure and honest and just so transparent that it can't help but give you something that you need for healing. For me, what D does for me, Guiding Delight too, really quick, just before I forget. I don't remember if I've ever shouted him out just because of the D. Sweetie, I can't.
Move your head.
Maybe we should just make a video together later instead of you being over my shoulder. Thank you, baby. What Clark does for me is helps me to see through the perspective of my loved ones that have these issues. I myself have, smoked pot on and off all my life, but never to a point where if I didn't have it, that it was an issue. And I have drank in my life, and the minute that I thought, oh my God, like, am I drinking too much? I just didn't. And really, my body has never really absorbed alcohol very well, so yeah, I've never been a big drinker. It's just not something I can do. People have always been shocked when I say, ooh, I'll have a glass of wine, and when I actually drink it. So when I actually drink 2 or 3, then it's like, whoa, have I had my shooter times in life and going out and drinking? Yeah, but they were rare as well. I was always the mom or the designated driver, and I was always the bartender behind the bar. Fascinating fairy, we got that in common. I was always the bartender who kept people safe. I, was offered drinks. You're offered drinks even if you're a bartender, And I always refused. I had to keep it all together to make sure everybody else was safe. And when I had my own restaurant, which happened to be a bar as well, because the way the permits are, like it was a family style restaurant, but I had the alcohol. That was the best time of my life because I cut people off like this. I was like, nope, you're done, or this is your last one. And, you know, like by then people who I would cut off were already drunk and saying, like, I'll never come back here again. I was like, well, then don't. Okay. And they'd be back the next morning or 24 hours later apologizing or not apologizing and pretending nothing had ever happened. I once banned a chick from coming to my restaurant because she was so fucking just rude to me, and she thought she could treat me like shit in my own restaurant and like talk about me really loud and do stuff. And I remember I went up to her and I was like, you need to get the fuck out. And she's like, what? You can't kick me out of here. And I was like, actually, I can. This is the fun part of having my own restaurant. You're being a cunt. Yes, I said that word. You're being a fucking cunt. You are distracting my customers who actually love me. They don't know how to handle what you're perpetuating in my restaurant. So I'm kicking you out. And then she refused to stand up. She was trying to stand up to me and Rosa Parks and sit down for her rights. And she said, I'm not getting up. And I was like, if you don't get up right now and get the fuck out of my fucking restaurant and never come back, then I'm calling the police. So yeah, everybody was watching by that time, but it was like, it was rude. Like, it's rude to talk about people behind their backs, but if you're going to talk to about somebody while they're right there and trying to work and then distracting like all the like happy people, yeah, it was fun times having my own. I was also the type of person who drove people home. When I lived in my restaurant, like above, I wish I lived in my restaurant. It would have been easier. I didn't have the stairs. I slept on the pool table. But when I had my, you know, house upstairs, I would actually let people bunk up upstairs after the one party night a week that I had, which was Friday night karaoke. And I would let people go upstairs and sleep upstairs wherever the fuck they wanted. I trusted them. I didn't give a fuck. And I would go sleep somewhere else to make sure they were safe and didn't go home. No one ever got their license taken away under my fucking watch. And no one ever got into an accident. And yeah. Was I hard on people? Yep, sometimes. I remember one customer, she was that woman that was, you know, people didn't always think was awesome. She was actually a witch. I loved her to kibbles and bits. I didn't even know her, and I was being told you should ban her from the restaurant. She does yucky stuff, and she's a whore. And I was like, how do you know she's a whore? And then they would tell me stories, and it would be like, well, I don't really like your stories. First, you know, if you're not going to talk about that in front of her, then you shouldn't be telling them to me. And I was like, second, well, some motherfucker's paying for her, so it's them I would ban more and tell them to fuck off. Anyways, they couldn't understand, but within time, she was more accepted and integrated into the little cozy oboneke, good welcome niche that I had created because of the fact that you don't just say bad shit about people. And if, you know, she happened to do certain things to make ends meet, then I was like fucking proud of her. Good for you. Fuck. No fucking judgment about anyone who's ever decided to take a path of fucking sharing their body to fucking make ends meet or because they actually enjoyed it. Not my path. Wish it could be. Be fucking way easier to be like working one night a week and fucking showing shit off than to fucking think about like other things. And I actually considered it once. And you know why that I never did it? Because I fucking can't stand people looking at me. And the first fucking motherfucker that would have looked at me, I would have punched him in the face. So I would not make a good stripper. Not fucking at all. Not fucking at all. Anyways, I've digressed to like, whew, fucked up conversation. When I said I'm fucking Wonder Woman and I don't give a fuck what I talk about, I fucking mean it. Viking van life. Cool fucking dude. Another Canada brother. West Coast. Ooh. Van life. Totally get it. Lived out of a van for about 2 months, 3 months maybe in my life. By choice. back and forth across Canada, and then lived on Vancouver Island near Yuki and Tofino. When I say lived, squatted. Actually did the thing where we went down a fucking back road, and like that was so fucked up. Like, I mean, there was no cell service, we didn't even have a cell phone. If we would have got like fucking any van issues there, we would have been walking like a hell a long time to find a human at the time of year we were there. But in that moment, we actually found a fucking trailer. So I was like literally for like a week of time in my life into the wild, like the dude, except with, you know, the person I was with. And there is a fucking trailer behind the wood. Like Ucula is here. There's a back road around, you know, the other side of the highway road. And there's a logging road there, down there, that has a van, a trailer that was abandoned, that actually has my fucking doodles of my peace sign and so-and-so. Not shouting him out. Sorry. You know why. Not a bad thing, just and so and Michelle were here. Love will save us all. That is actually written down there. I also threw a fairy into the ditch once, right near an exit, the exit for like when you're gonna go to Yuki or gonna go back to where towards Comox. Not a happy story, but Michelle got like Cali mad and fucking threw her fucking fairy. It was like an incense holder. I threw my fairy out to the fucking ditch, and she just couldn't handle like the fucking shit that was going on in that fucking van, and I had to fucking save her and like fucking let her go. So I always wonder, like, oh, I hope somebody found her and just like was able to enjoy her. Her name was Gemma. Yeah. Speaking of Gemma, Jen's Gems, my next shout out. One of my first sisters as well that I found here on Facebook that reached out to me. She is so fucking powerful that she is like so ahead of her time. And the fucking borders could fucking disappear today. She could be with me because I got room, and yet here I am in Canada, and there she is in the United States, and I can't get to her and she can't get to me. So fuck these borders, fuck them. Pull in that timeline with me, people. I love you, Jen. Shell like shell, seashell, and double shell. Powerful light warrior, goddess. Amazing energy. Enough said. Go see Shell. Big Nick's Brother Bear. He's got some cool shit in his stuff. Depending on what your, you know, soul tribe vibes are, he'll activate you. Big Nick's. BIGNIX. Mountain Rain. What a cool name to choose, eh? Enough said. Sundry Girl, SUNDRY girl. How you can listen to me, baby? I don't know if you'll listen to this video. How she can listen to me when she doesn't like the potty talk on her stuff. Not in a bad way, but when she, you know, asks for karaoke. I didn't get to do that. I'm in a throat chakra activation. Like, I'm either croaking or like singing, like, I don't even know my voice anymore. And I've decided that you can make me say what you want to, but I am not sharing that part of me yet. I'll fucking break out when my breakout time is within me and with who I want. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta fucking stand up for what you want as well. It ain't all about just fucking... Yeah, Sundry Girl. Love that chick, man. Just fucking powerful. Gonna shout out Helen Skygazer, the Frosty again. Cool stuff. Reason I shout her out again is because she's finding different ways to put out her things, and one of them is a sort of platform that I've never heard of and I didn't even retain. So if you want to go watch that kind of stuff, then you need to find the platform that she's on. So I showed her out again because I'm shouting out Dominic Frost, Dominick Frost, West Coast again. Whoop whoop. The Frosty, Dominic Frost. COVID's Helen and Dominic kissing in a tree in Canada. I predict, I'm fucking doing it, that they are going to be the first ones to fucking be able to either take photos or fucking full video of unicorns. Yep, I said it. I totally believe it. I'm calling it for them. I got shivers from my toes to my fucking arms. Like, look at my little fucking... Can you see? Can you see? No, the closer I get, the more I'm taking the camera away. I got shivers everywhere. I am throwing it out there as not only a prediction, but a wish. Fucking ultimate fucking fantasy. Fucking unicorns in Canada. I've seen them. I know they're there. I feel them. They're what kept me alive. Anyways, Sasquatches too. Ooh, love those guys. And girls. Families. Yep, I predict Helen Skygazer the Frosty and Dominic Frost the Frosty when Helen comes to Canada in less than 40 days. Within that time frame, they're going to have footage of unicorns. Again, we'll see. I am wrong a lot, but usually my shivers don't lie. I can misinterpret my shivers, but my shivers don't lie. Well, that was a lot of fucking babbling and off on many different things that even I can't believe I talk about sometimes, but yeah. Again, John Wick thing, because I'm like, I listen to the soundtracks. Like, that music is amazing, and it's not just like, it's not soundtracks of just like, you know, grabbing songs from the 80s and 90s and putting like a fucking mix together. Like, this is intense fucking like music, just like fucking. It is amazing. I like it to stretch to, because the way that I stretch, that's why I like the choreography so much of those two movies. I've never been guided yet to be, you know, karate, taekwondo, all those things, but it is inside me, so I look at those moves to try to imitate and integrate them into my stuff that I do. And when the times come, if the times come, I'm not really good at like listening to other people and what the words are and what you must do. I just kind of do my own thing. And when I was watching my movie last night, I was like, yeah, I can't dance. I kind of look like her, all clumsy and shit. And then all of a sudden I get graceful. But you never know which side is going to come out. So it's about enjoying it. And I forget what the name of what one time, I have it in my saved videos. I can't remember which playlist, but it's like a flow thing that I do. It's not yoga. It's not, you know, there's no name to it like that, but there's a flow name to it where I just kind of like, nope, I ain't showing y'all that either. Nope, nope, nope. So yeah, what I was listening to on the radio was some dude in New Jersey, and this is like not validated facts, but Canadian radio was talking about some dude in New Jersey paying $15,000 to get tickets to go see Avengers Endgame. Is that what it's called? That's coming out blah 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 time. Well, my ex has an expression where some people have more money than brains. And I gotta say, you think? If I had $15,000 and I wanted to see Avengers the Endgame that bad, I would have got hold of the producers, the director, a fucking actor, or fucking even a makeup artist to get like somehow that movie shown privately in my house. $15,000 probably could have been done way fucking cooler than being in a fucking cinema with a bunch of fucking smelly people. And I say smelly as in, you know, cologne and stuff, not like body odor. I don't mean it in a mean way. I just mean, like, why crowd yourself into a cinema when you could have paid $15,000 to have a private screening, and all you had to do was have the balls and the imagination to fucking figure it out. Don't get it. I never understand what people spend their money on when they got the money. That's just like beyond what my little fucking whoop, does not compute. Yeah, I do get bored. I really do. Oh well. I've been doing that live from within and just um, imagining people around me for a long time. So that's why, like I say, if you think I'm whacked in a video, this is me like actually holding on onto an iPad at the same time and not like fucking talking with my hands and like doing like all the movements. Anyways, I'm gonna stop and happy Sunday. And thank you for subbing me. That's really cool.